wolf bit me.
I don't think so, Will.
You weren't there, Ralph.
Not all who are bitten change. There must be something wild within.
You've been sleeping all day. How do you feel?
I feel, good. It is Mexican Independence Day.
I never thought I'd meet a good man who looked at me the way you do.
You don't know I'm a good man. Are you crazy?
No. I'm just marking my territory.
We got 5 new murders. What is there about a full moon?
There. Well, you seem pretty helpless now.
Yes. Power without guilt. Love without doubt. It feels good to be wolf.
Don't look so scared.
And what's going on, everybody? And welcome to the Gore and More podcast. I am your host, the Fluff Master Supreme, Mr. Big Johnny D. And allow me to swing it around clockwise here. Of course, with me, as always, the lovable Dark Lord of Knowledge, Mr. Chad Daddy Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
And, of course, the host with the ghost, and I'm dubbing this right now, El Scuba Cabra.
Very nice, very nice.
What's up, motherfuckers?
And of course, the killing machine himself, Mr. Bobby Imone.
What's killing, peeps?
Today is September 20th, 2021, and we are going to talk 1994's Wolf. But first, of course, as you know, we always do our little slice of life. I can't even hit that high note. I'm not even.
Come on, you gotta try.
I want to try, dude. I
You
just
have
can't.
to try. Do it. Come on. Do it right here. Here we go. Come on. Come on. Grab the nuts.
Ready?
Let's do it.
No.
Wait, no, come on, pull Michael Anthony, just grab him and go.
Yeah, right. Fuck that. Chad Daddy, how you been, brother?
I've been well, thank you, brother. You know, just did a little usual work through the week and had a busy weekend. Saturday, I had a birthday party and a wedding to go to, both outside.
How was
Yeah,
that?
it was pretty warm. I got some sun, but they were both nice. They were both. We had a good time. The food at the wedding was fucking fantastic. Like pulled
Wedding
pork,
food's always great.
the pulled pork was incredible. So we did that. Then we did a little work on the house on Sunday. Did anything else happen? Just been playing the hell out of Predator on PS4. I'm actually enjoying that.
Nice. Yeah, it's a fun game.
I didn't think I'd like it, but I have yet to actually play as the Predator. I've just been playing as the fire team the whole time.
Oh, shit.
It just seems more fun that way.
It can get a little stressful being the Predator if you don't know the roles.
I would
all the
figure
Arnold
because
tapes or whatever, or unlocked all the Arnold tapes.
not yet. I have 3 more to unlock,
Nice
and 1 more Isabella tape to unlock.
nice.
Very
But it's
nice.
really cool because it does give you an epilogue to her tapes. Give you an epilogue to Predators. Like she actually does make it back. He doesn't. He goes off to. He goes off to meet the Predator race themselves, and he sends her home. It's explained more thoroughly in her interview tapes, but it's really cool. And like I said, I've just been playing that. Other than that, it's been pretty quiet around here. Scoobs, how about you, buddy?
Well, man, I have been working my ass off. And this weekend, I worked the bar as usual, as I always do every weekend. Friday got a little bit sauced and was hurting all day. All day Saturday was kind of like just an in bed chill, kind of day. I watched Malevolent on Saturday on HBO Max. Very, very interesting movie. But
Do you mean Malignant?
Malignant, sorry. Malignant. I had a brain fart. Sorry.
Like,
Malignant. Malevolent's a whole different movie.
Malignant.
Right?
Yeah.
Malignant. And it was different. I'll say that. It was different. It could have been a kind of like X-Men mutant type of movie if they wanted to go that route with it, which is really weird for a horror movie, but it was good. And then Sunday, what did I do yesterday? Oh, I hung out with my mom. My mom came down today. We buried her aunt, which was the last living sister of my grandma on my mom's side. We laid her to rest today. So my mom came down for the weekend. She lives about 8 hours away from me, so I don't really get to see her much. So when she comes down, I try to spend as much time with her as I can. And I convinced her to do something. She'll be 60 this year. Next month, my mama will be 60. Okay. Nice. And I convinced my mama to do something that my brother and my sister and myself have been trying to get her to do for the last maybe 10, 15 years. And my mama got her first tattoo ever. So we went to a tattoo parlor. We were at breakfast and I told her, hey, let's go get matching tattoos. And she's always like, okay, well, what do we get? What do we get? So I showed her this like music note that, turned into like a mother holding a baby. And she was like, I love it. Let's go get it. So I was like, cool. So we went to go get it. Now my evil conniving plan was for her to get it in a spot that would hurt. That way, if my brother or sister tried to convince her to get another tattoo with them, she would say no because it hurts too much. So she's already stated this is going to be her one and only tattoo. And I'm like, yeah. So we got matching tattoos. So that was my early birthday gift to my mama. And to my brother and sister. That's I love y'all. Awesome. But that's it. And then, like I said, I went to the funeral today, which was like in the middle of nowhere. It was really hot, really, really hot, but made it back just in time to hop on here with you boys. What about you, Bobo?
Oh, I had a good weekend. I was with some friends and family, and then I was once again buying more things that I don't have the room for. But well, sometimes you just look at it and go, I need it. I don't need it, but I need it. Mm-hmm. So that's what I did.
That SpongeBob moment.
If I had
need it.
Yeah, I don't need it. There's been a lot of those lately, but you know what ends up happening though? Fucking man. It's bad. Yep. And then yesterday I was hanging with family yesterday, watching football, and then I got to watch this wonderful movie yesterday, which was a lot of fun. So when we get to that, we will certainly be talking about it. But that's about it for me. It was a nice, simple weekend, friends and family. Mr. Johnny D. Good, man. What about you?
Oh, well, honestly, it's kind of the same trend as you, bud. It was a really chill week. Just pretty much worked. I don't even know. Oh, Saturday, actually, a buddy of mine who I haven't seen in the last couple of months. I mean, we like shoot the memes and shit, you know what I mean? But I haven't personally seen him in a few months. He stopped by on Saturday, so we shot the shit for like 3 hours and hung it on the back porch. So that was very nice. And I've actually been playing Nicktoons Kart Racer 2 with the family all weekend. And if you're a Nicktoons fan, which I personally am, it's actually pretty awesome. We had the first one. It was okay. It was nowhere near Mario Kart level. This one, I would actually say is Mario Kart level. Like, it's very clean. It's very refined. Has a mix of like new and old Nicktoons. Like, I'm glad they have Ren and Stimpy in there and Rocco and Heifer. And I'm like, I unlocked Heifer last night and I didn't very have it. And my daughter's like, who's Heifer? And I'm like, he was Patrick before Patrick was even a thing.
Yes.
Like, but he wasn't as dumb as Patrick. Like, he was dumb, but he wasn't that dumb. Like, she was like, what? So then I had to explain like Cat Dog because he's in it. And then Invader Zim, which was always a personal fave of mine. Dude, crazy shit. Yeah, TJ. So Nick's also got a new platform fighting thing that it's pretty much, they're just going the Nintendo route. It's Smash Brothers, but with Nicktoons characters. And I'm like, I'm down.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
If you give me cinnamon, if you give me Powder Toast Man, dude.
Oh, 100%. Dude, yes.
He's a special in the game too, man. It's ridiculous. Like, there's so much cool shit. But other than that, man, just like I said, like Bobby said, family and friends, and watch this fun movie, and I am ready to talk about it.
Right. Yes.
So, all right, gentlemen. So, Scoobs, what are we discussing again today?
Today we are talking about 1994, right? 1994? Yep, 1994's Wolf. All right, so the plot rundown, worn down and out of luck.
Wait. Who is this? This is Bobby's, right?
Yeah, this was my pick.
Yeah, this is Bobo's pick, yeah.
Amone, take it away, buddy.
Yeah, take it.
I got you, boys. Worn down and out of luck, aging publisher Will Randall, played by Jack Nicholson, is at the end of his rope when a younger coworker snatches his job out from under his nose. But after being bitten by a wolf, Will suddenly finds himself energized, more competitive than ever, and possessed with amazingly heightened senses, which I wish I fucking had.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, the beautiful daughter of his shrewd boss begins to fall for him, without realizing that the man she's begun to love is gradually turning into the creature by which he was bitten. Sorry, the phone's going off.
Well, we knew that.
It's a live show, ladies and gentlemen. It's a live show. Things happen.
That's how you know it had to be Bobby, because he's the only one with a home phone.
I was like, who the fuck has a home phone, dude?
I was like, what is that sound? I know I've heard that somewhere before.
Don't judge, okay? Don't judge.
I was like, shit, did we just go back to 1994?
Dude,
what the fuck is going on?
X sound. I was like, computing.
Anyway. God damn it.
Continue.
Anyway. Okay, directed by Mike Nichols. Am I saying that right? Nichols?
Yeah.
Biloxi Blues and the Birdcage. Written by Jim Harrison, Legends of the Fall, Carried Away, Wesley Strick, Arachnophobia, Cape Fear, A Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Produced by Douglas, not John, Wick, The Craft, Gladiator, Hollow Man, Neil Michelis, Monster Squad, and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. It's a great movie.
Station.
Starring Jack Nicholson, The Shining, Batman, Witches of Eastwick as Will Randall, Michelle Pfeiffer, Batman Returns, Witches of Eastwick, Lady Hawk as Laura Alden, James Spader.
Can I just say one part of this movie was Batman's worst nightmare?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Yes. Yes, it certainly was.
Wait. Phobia.
Hey, look, there's my sister. Hi, sister.
Aww.
She's tuning in for the first time ever.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Scooby.
Welcome to the show.
What's up, sis?
Okay. Kate Nelligan, Fatal Instinct, Frankie and Johnny as Charlotte Schuyler Randall. Richard Jenkins, Cabin in the Woods, stepbrother as Detective Sergeant Carl Bridger. Christopher Plummer, Star Trek IV, The Undiscovered Country. Dracula 2000 as Raymond Alden. Eileen, am I saying that right? Eileen Atkins, Masterpiece Theater as Mary. David Hyde Pierce, Frasier, A Bug's Life as Roy McAllister. That name sounds familiar too. And Puri, The Ghost in the Darkness as Dr. Anyway,
Not even going to attempt it? Come on.
Vajav Alias.
Massacre of this name.
Dr. Vajav Alias. Close enough. God fucking damn it.
Okay.
Okay. Music by Ennio. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chad. I was just going to keep going.
Music by Ennio Morricone, which I forgot to write down. He did The Thing, among numerous spaghetti westerns. This was an excellent score, too, by the way. Cinematography by Giuseppe Rotunno from the Stendhal Syndrome. Edited by Sam Osteen. He did The Graduate, Amityville 2, The Possession, and Rosemary's Baby. Distributed by Columbia Pictures. Runtime of 125 minutes. Budget of 70 mil. Grossed 131 mil, so it was actually pretty successful.
Nice.
Now, normally we would do the boss's breakdown, but he wanted me to inform everyone that he is with Moxley. He's getting his nuts cut. So,
Man.
I'm sorry. The way he just said it.
I would to specify the dog, not TJ.
Right.
Well, maybe
Oh,
both. I don't
the
know.
dog.
Oh, okay.
It could be
All right. All right.
I hope Moxley never gains sentience, and he's
I mean-
like, "Where are my testicles, TJ? Where are
Oh,
my
they
testicles?"
will. They always do.
That just
They give you
reminds me
that
of,
look for like the first 2 weeks, dude. It's just like,
Oh,
God.
guys.
Fucking
Snip,
Brody.
fucking snip. Oh!
right.
Oh,
We would,
that
we would
reminds
like
me
to
of
dedicate-
Seinfeld when they decide to go get.
We would like to dedicate today's Caney's cutting in to Moxley and your testicles. Rest in peace, buddy. Rest in peace, testicles.
A very appropriate movie
I wonder
to announce that too by.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Or
dude.
Moxley's children.
Chad Daddy, can you come? Can you make yourself a
Uh,
little louder? At all, chance?
A little
Maybe
louder.
Yeah, you're coming in a little muffled. Hold on. Let's see if I can turn you up a little bit. Try that.
Can you hear me a little better?
That's a little better. He sounds fine for you, gentlemen?
He sounds good over here. He sounds good over here.
Maybe Bobby and I are just loud as shit.
That could be.
Very possible.
That could very well be.
Gentlemen, let's discuss.
I stepped.
This
That's
was
why
a
I.
very fantastic movie. Thank you, Bobby. This was my
Yes.
first time watching, and I wasn't really sure what to expect. I was very pleasantly surprised. I remember when this came out and seeing the previews, and I thought, well, it looks a little tame for a werewolf movie. I'm not sure I'm going to like it. So I wish I would have seen it beforehand. And I got to say, I'm really disappointed because that scene in the trailer where he's going wild about Mexican Independence Day wasn't even in the fucking movie.
It was. They cut it. They when they went back to change the film. Basically, they cut a lot of shit out of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Oh, where did Bobo go?
Oh, hold on.
Sorry, the Wi-Fi switched on me. My bad.
Sorry, go ahead, discuss, gentlemen. I got some loud noises going on at the moment.
On your end or our end?
All right, never mind. I'm back. There was loud water running, and I just didn't need that in.
Which is
Yeah,
funny because I
so-
couldn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing either.
Well, that works. Like Chad, this was my first viewing, and I didn't really know what to expect. I felt the same way almost. Like you said, it was a tamer werewolf movie, and I do remember kind of having that same feeling. Like it just I don't know, like you didn't get the full transformation you wanted like from other movies. You know,
Right.
Howling.
But you know what? I liked that they made the transformation more classic. Instead of more
feels-
animalistic,
It feels
it
more
was more
universal.
man.
It
Yeah,
feels more
exactly.
universal for sure, dude.
And
Like,
that's what they were trying to do with this because they had already done Bram Stoker's Dracula, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein before, and so this was the difference from those films to this one was that those were, took place in that time period, and this was the this was the one that took place like nowadays. But it totally had that Wolfman feel to it. What he was wearing, his transformation. Now there was a scene when he's hunting that deer. Total Wolverine.
Yeah.
Vibe. Total Wolverine.
oh,
vibe.
dude.
He totally could have pulled off
Absolutely.
fucking Wolverine. Like, the way he's just sniffing around, all he was missing was fucking claws.
Same exact thought the whole time, and I'm like, well, man, like we should have had '90s X-Men because
Yes,
could have.
but it was. But that just goes to show, the way Jack Nicholson can just bring that character out because by all means necessary, he was not the typical Jack Nicholson over the top Jack Nicholson that we see in movies. It was a completely different character that he portrayed in this because in a lot of his movies, he's always that over the top character. If you think about it. And with this, it was a more timid character. But then when he would start to transform, very animalistic, like his facial, even his facial expressions, just you could tell that it didn't hurt him like it does like in other werewolf movies where they're transforming and you can hear like the bones breaking because their spines are elongating and things like that. But you could tell this animal was taking over, like the instincts were kicking in. He had that like primal urge to just hunt and do these things that wolves do. I fucking loved this movie, and I hadn't seen it. Like I said, the last time I saw this movie, it was a HBO feature presentation back in the day. That was the last time I saw it, and that was the first time I saw it. So watching it again for me was like watching it for the very first time again. And it was great. Once again, Bobby, hands down. This is probably one of the best picks that we've gotten in a really long time. And it was great watch.
Oh, yes. I could watch Nicholson do anything, really, because he's just phenomenal.
Yeah. He's one of my favorite all-time actors. And not only that, when we said werewolf movie, I'm like, what is one that I didn't see? I never saw this till now. And the reason why I even chose it was because of the poster.
Yeah.
It was literally the poster. I'm like, it says wolf, but he's not. Like, you would think like you would see a wolf or something, like something that totally goes, yeah, that's a werewolf movie. But then I'm like, looking, I'm like, oh, and then I, read into it, which I'm sure Chad probably has in the notes. So I, we'll leave that for that. But then as I'm watching, I'm like you said before, he's not over the top. This is one of my favorite roles he's done.
Yep.
And just like how silent he is with that, his initial character is, I guess. Not that it's not the same character, but you know what I mean? Like his.
But the fact that he's quiet makes him lethal. Makes him lethal even as a person. Like, I don't know.
With me though, because watching Nicholson and everything.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, like a yes and no. Like he is, but he isn't. But then when he starts to get that energy and he starts to get all that, I'm like, he really played it so cool. He really did well with this. I love it.
And it's because the character, he really wasn't this over the top character that he usually plays. He was, a book publisher. And so, you could obviously tell that his wife walked all over him, and he was just kind of like not the typical person that we usually see, but I could totally fucking relate to that character.
Oh yes.
Totally fucking relate to him. Totally relatable.
And talk about the amount of times he just got shit on in this movie before everything got like. And
I've always hated James Spader because I never knew where my hate for him stemmed from, because we would watch The Blacklist. And I'm just like, I just hate him. Even as he's supposed to be this good character, I fucking hate him. And I never knew why. And when I watched this, I was like, this is where it started. It was this fucking movie right here.
Correct, Brody.
I fucking hated him.
He has never played a likable character ever. Even when he was on The Office, he was still kind of sleazy.
He's typecast as a douchebag, dude. There's no way he's not.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy in person, but
in person.
No offense. Listen, no offense.
I'm sure you're the nicest person in the world, but
listen, it's sad to say his face looks like a douchebag.
It's punchable.
It looks like a douchebag.
Punchable. Very punchable. He's the kind of guy who just fuck, dude. Oh my god.
He's the guy. No, he's the nice guy at the con that shakes your hand. Hi, nice to meet you. And you're just like, I hate you, but it's your character, but I still hate you. Don't ask why. Don't ask me any questions.
It just means he's that good at the job, dude.
Yes.
Robert, California will fuck you up.
But no, overall, like I said, first time watch it, this was a great movie. I know the Universal wanted to continue with modernizing it, and out of all the incarnations of a modernization of the movie, I think this one was the best because it was literally in a modern time.
Yep.
It felt, especially with the whole actual solid wolf design, and I can't speak for you gentlemen, but it reminded me of a movie that I've only seen once when I was a kid, but it was Wolfen, I believe.
Oh yeah, Wolfen.
Yes, Wolfen. That's Albert Finney.
Yeah, but that was more like the realistic wolf style and everything, not actually overly, you know what I mean, animated werewolf that we get in a lot of other horror movies.
Right. No, it was, and this was more like the Wolfman, Lon Chaney Jr. Still a human figure, but the face gets a little more hairy. You get the fangs, the claws come out. I like that design a lot.
The design was based more on Werewolf of London, which I think that came out before Wolfman.
Did it?
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's in my notes. It is.
All right, well, then we'll get to
I know it's on the Wolfman Legacy box set too. I just never watched it.
And some of my students and we just had this conversation. They were like, because I have hallway duty during passing periods, and they're like, "Sir," one of them comes to me, "Sir, would you rather be a vampire or a werewolf?" I'm like, "Well, I'd want to be a werewolf."
They just watched Twilight.
I don't know where the fuck it came from, bro. They just literally ran up to me and asked me that question. I was like, I'd rather be a werewolf.
Maybe Underworld. I'll give him that. That's fine.
I was like, I'd rather be a werewolf. You know, you can still live a normal life. You still have all this power. You know, I'd fucking rather be a werewolf. But I would want to be a werewolf like this version of a werewolf, where you're still, where you're still,
this is kind of the worst
human
version.
looking. No, I wouldn't want that painful transformation. Let me look like myself, but hairier.
But look at how it ended. He literally,
you end up being a dog.
But yes, okay, but okay, we'll talk about it later. There's a but.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going, Scuba. I know where you're going.
Fight for dog ass later on in your life because she's gonna turn into one too. So you're just puppy love.
I mean, you hit it in human form. I mean, might as well. I mean.
Dude,
it's doggy style all the time. Just saying.
So we don't do big questions anymore, but I'm going to bring a big question up in discussion here.
Do it.
All right. So the main douchebag of the movie, and not to skip ahead or anything, but obviously he gets bit, and that's how he becomes a wolf towards the end, correct?
Yeah.
But
hold on. I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, I hope so. But you didn't even have to do that because technically, by the rules of default, he fucked his wife as well as Michelle Pfeiffer. So his wife should have been like somewhat already transforming into the werewolf from his werewolf.
As should Michelle Pfeiffer.
Which she didn't quite get it though. I don't. From what I've
she got torn to pieces.
We don't know.
From what I read, she did. Did she actually have sex with Jack, or did he just go down on her? That's not specified.
Saliva. It's still in the saliva.
Just saliva.
I would think. Well, because
I think it's got to be a bite. You got to be bit.
No. It was a bite, or he said from the passion of which. Yeah, pretty much. If you get fucked by a werewolf, you'll turn into a werewolf.
She was not turning into a werewolf though.
Okay, because in my head they did fuck. I just figured they alluded to the starting of it, and then it still was happened. She would have been turning into a werewolf, to which he fucked her, which then he still would have become a werewolf either fucking way, at least in my mind. But,
that's what I thought too.
Okay.
I'm so glad you brought that up.
I mean, so essentially this movie made werewolves or lycanism like an STD, which I don't think I've ever seen that in a werewolf movie.
It's like that one time I asked in the chat. If you fucked somebody who was infected with the zombie virus, would you yourself become a zombie?
I don't know. Can I choose? Can I choose if it's a hot zombie or not?
I would say yes, because something kind of similar to that happened in Cabin Fever.
This is true. Yeah. Yeah, he's right.
I mean, that's bacteria, but I think it would still have the same effect.
More specifically, Cabin Fever 2.
And the first one too. Remember
the first one also,
and then he scrubbed himself with steel fucking wool and bleach.
The second one had it dripping out of a certain orifice. That was a little disgusting.
The less said about that movie, the better. I hated that movie.
So let's not.
1.1 for a reason.
Scoobs, you still got to watch the drop.
I know. I say every fucking Monday, I'm like, I gotta watch it, and then I forget.
You don't need to. You're good now.
You don't need to, but.
You mean the cousin? Yes, that scene.
I'll throw out the one scene where Jack Nicholson's going on about his plan to steal all the authors and start his own publishing house.
Yes,
and David Hyde Pierce is like, "Is any of this actually going on?" He's like, "Not yet, but we're working on it." And David Hyde Pierce looks at him. You are my god. I lost.
You are my god.
I lost. You are my god.
Speaking of gods.
That's all well and good. Katie's cutting in. Snip, fucking snip. Well, howdy doody there, gentlemen. It is all your DKB here, back for another episode of Gore, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Wolf from 1994. Let me start off by saying that it was really great to go back and revisit this film. It's been years since I've seen it. So, yeah, I really enjoyed this film. It was great to watch. What really hits it home for me is the story concept itself is basically one businessman's struggle to keep his job while becoming a werewolf. I think that's a great concept. You don't really hear much about that in certain werewolf films, so it's obviously a bit different. Jack Nicholson portraying this guy with his dry, witty sense of humor is fucking great to see on the screen. He gives it all. I read somewhere that he tried to get this up and running for years and years, and they finally give it the green light. And you can definitely
10
tell
years.
that he gives a great performance in this for that reason. James Spader, he's another great actor too. He definitely plays a great douchebag in this film. I mean, it's an A-list cast. I mean, it's a great watch to see him play out these characters and that. What I really like also is Rick Baker coming back to do the werewolf design and keeping it grounded. He keeps it really grounded in this film. It's great to see him do something different. And I like how they give you, it's a bit of I don't like to compare the pair, but it's a bit of a Cronenberg-esque The Fly scenario where they give you stages.
I agree.
Jack Nicholson.
Especially with the bite on the hand. Growing hair.
Hairy
That's exactly
palms.
what I got too.
Stages, just seeing his character and persona.
Oh, so good.
Bloody try and struggle with work and seeing that unfold and becoming this thing by the end of the film. And yeah, it's a great watch. I really enjoyed that. Now, the cinematography in this film, it looks great. This film looks fantastic. There's a couple of editing choices in this film that I really fucking hated, and that was the slow-mo.
Yeah, there was
too
some
much slow motion in this film, and even the slow motion captures the stuntmen portraying these actors.
The makeup
where he's
was
running
shit.
in the
Definitely
fucking woods. There's
throws you-
definitely some like hardcore like that's
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, it changes so
It was
much.
off-putting in the film for me, but overall, I mean, like I said, it's a great looking film. It's definitely not the best film, and it's far from being the fucking worst. It's just over the middle mark for me, but I can still enjoy this film while watching it, and I'll probably go back and rewind it again. Gore and More score this week is a 3.2. But yeah, so all the best, gentlemen. DKB signing out, and I'll catch you next week. Cheers.
Cheers, sir. And thank
Cheers.
We love
He
you,
is
buddy. We love you.
he's certainly right about the editing. That's for sure.
Yes. They use way too many slow motion, but especially in that one scene, I figured it could have been a little bit faster because you could totally tell that it was a stunt man wearing the makeup running through the woods.
You're
like
talking
the
about when
makeup.
he's chasing the deer?
Oh, yeah.
When he's chasing the deer, like you could. I mean, the prosthetics on the face were just very not well done,
dude.
Had they made it a little bit more.
Spot.
That dude needed fucking claws, man. Like straight up.
Wolverine.
Like,
Well, and not only that, also during their fight at the end, I feel not only that the slow motion wasn't needed. Not only that, some of the editing there, like that's the only gripe I have. The editing there, like you could see him throw him, and next thing he was already on top of him. It's like,
they had to go back. They went and they refilmed a whole bunch of close-up shots for that scene.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember reading they did some reshoots, but
yeah, after the fact. So that may be kind of the wonky editing. There was that they were like, oh, we need more like up close facial shots, and then it just didn't work the way it was. It could have worked.
No, you're talking about like every time he attacked, and it did like the quick like 4 shots of his face, like
yes,
at the end of that whole fight.
Well, no, they did it a couple times. They did it like I'm pretty sure the dudes in the bridge in the park, like
the
guys like.
I think the fight for me was just more prevalent because it was just right there. Like they you couldn't get away from it.
There should have been some way more like claw swiping, like way more ripped up shirts.
Yeah, there should have been more.
A lot more blood.
There should have been a lot more damage.
I agree, but I feel like this is not that kind of horror movie.
Yeah.
Like
But I mean, if you think about when two dogs are trying to kill each other.
Yeah,
100% understand. Yeah.
No,
listen, I wish this movie was definitely a little bit more brutal, but given the circumstances of like who it's, you know what I mean, like position, it's not positioned for your casual horror fans.
Yeah, they were probably like I said, probably going for more of keeping in the vein of old Universal shit too.
Right.
Yeah.
You got the
I
romance
just want to say, as good as the whole Wolf story was, like they could have just made the whole movie about Jack trying to keep his job, and I would have watched it.
Yeah, I would have fucking.
that too. That would have been a great movie.
Yeah,
but that part was very American Psycho.
The piss scene would have been a little weirder, but
that's in my territory.
No, that's just him being a douchebag because his coworker slept with his fucking wife.
Yeah,
so actually could have gotten away with it.
Yeah,
fuck that dude.
Fuck James Spader.
Yo, if that, I don't know. I don't know about the rest of you, but if you're in the office and some of you find that out, I'd be pissing on his fucking things too, putting his head in the goddamn. Give him a swirly, all right? Like, you make it worse.
About those urinals too, by the way, because there was definitely two-sided urinals right there. So you're just looking face to face, like, "Hey, how's it going, buddy?
How's it going, bro?
Yeah, how you doing?"
Were they urinals or was it just a trough?
I feel like it was. I thought it was.
I was going with a trough, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was a trough
because they were closer together. And there's no wall between them.
Right,
but you can clearly see the trough on the other side, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's only that like weird half wall, so everybody we would be looking at each other just like this if we were pissing. Like, hey,
I'm not gonna lie. I can imagine the five of us with TJ, all of us there on either side, pissing, going, "Sup,
bro?
How you guys doing?"
I'd be like, "Dude, I swear to God, if anybody pisses on my shoes."
That's what I by accident. What'd you say, John? Oh, sorry.
Hey, you're not
God damn it, John. These are suede. These are suede.
Hey, you're a peeing on my boot.
Oh, fucking A.
Good.
So,
well,
should we take a look behind that curtain?
Yeah, I want to hear some
Let's
shit
see
on
what
this
you
movie.
got, Chad Daddy, because I did some stuff too. So if it's stuff that you already have, I'm gonna get rid of it. If not, I'm gonna go after you.
Oh, absolutely. Because there's a lot of stuff that I just completely skipped over. I wanted to keep this a little bit lean. There's a lot more behind the scenes stuff on this than I expected. So we'll just get started. Jack Nicholson had been trying to get the movie made with his friend, screenwriter, and associate producer Jim Harrison for 12 years. I was close. I said 10. It was 12 years.
Damn.
Despite their on-screen relationship, Michelle Pfeiffer and James Spader became friends during the making of this movie and were still friends when Pfeiffer's husband, television producer David E. Kelly, was looking for the male lead for Boston Legal in 2004.
Nice. Cute.
At the beginning of production, Jack Nicholson told special effects supervisor Rick Baker that he was allergic to spirit gum. While he initially didn't believe him, Baker agreed to use a specific medical adhesive on Nicholson, which made hand-laying the hair on him very difficult as opposed to using spirit gum. One day after he made up James Spader using the spirit gum, he unintentionally used the same bottle on Nicholson. Ooh. Baker soon realized what he'd done and hoped that Jack wouldn't find out, seeing as how nothing happened during the application process. The next day, Baker was horrified to see that Nicholson wasn't lying as he entered the makeup trailer with large red welts on his face. Nicholson said, "Ricky boy, you used spirit gum, didn't you?" Baker apologized for the confusion, and Nicholson stated, "Well, let's just hope it doesn't happen again." Fortunately for everyone, it didn't happen again.
I'd have shit myself if Jack Nicholson was even the slightest bit pissed at me.
I'd be expecting the axe in his hand like, oh, shit.
Like, he's an actor, but he still has those eyebrows, dude. So I still don't trust him. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
In Christopher Plummer's new memoir, he reviewed that while refilming a scene, he got so into character that he actually slapped Michelle Pfeiffer across the face instead of faking it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, shit. I got so into it, I slapped her. Oh, I slapped her.
So those mistakes happen, okay? And I can attest to that because when I was in this very shitty fucking movie that I did, I played this alien creature and I was supposed to tackle the actress, and I was a little too into character and I fucking tackled the shit out of her and I felt so bad. But it was a partial trip also because my feet got caught in the grass. So I was running at her full force, but I was going to stop. But I didn't. And yeah, I fucking felt so bad.
So
I felt so fucking bad.
Girl.
And she was so tiny. She was so tiny too. I felt so fucking bad. But she was a champ about it. Granted, you know, she works out. She could probably kick my ass, but she was a champ about it.
She's got the muscles.
She does. She's got the muscles.
Oh man.
Continue on.
Michelle Pfeiffer adopted a baby girl, became engaged, and got married all during the making of this movie.
Nice.
God damn.
Oh, shit.
Busy girl.
Busy gal.
Although this movie is about a werewolf, that particular word is never mentioned. Instead, the phrase demon wolf is used several times.
That's true.
That is true. It is not mentioned at all.
Mm-mm.
In the scene when Will Randall realizes that his senses are all incredibly acute, when he's in his office building, there is a voice off camera that says, "No, I'm not going to do it." That line was said by director Mike Nichols.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. That's if I had a superpower, it'd be able to hear everybody and read minds. Be honest with you. Everybody's like, super strength, super. I'm like, no, because if you could hear what they're thinking, you could tell right way what to do and what not to do.
Yep.
Super speed. I got to go with super speed.
I could do that right now. You want to see me run upstairs? You want to see me do it again?
Yeah.
I just feel there'd be a lot of downside to having super speed. Like,
why?
Kind of like in the Flash, your metabolism, you'd have to like constantly eat shit.
See, my field
So what,
there
dude?
is.
I wouldn't be a hero. I would just steal shit, dude. Like, all the fucking time.
Well, see, now I'm going to go a little different route real quick with super speed. How are you doing sex then? Because that can be some fast shit. I don't want fast shit.
You can like take care of like 150 women at the same time, dude. What are you talking about?
So does that speed up does that speed up the herpes process too? Then
Potentially, yes.
That brings a whole new meaning to burning rubber.
Exactly.
All right, let's jump back into this shit. Let's jump back into this shit.
Before Christopher Plummer was cast, Marlon Brando called producer Douglas Not John Wick to express interest in the role of Raymond Alden.
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Kind of glad we didn't get Brando.
It would have been a Brando. Well, no, it wouldn't have been a Brando movie. He just wouldn't have fit that role, I don't think.
No, I really can't see him in it. This was the theatrical movie debut of Allison Janney. She played a party guest.
Oh, all right.
I actually did recognize her, too, that she wasn't just, like, in the background. One of the cops who attempts to arrest Will at the zoo was played by David Schwimmer, who was just a few months away from becoming a star with the impending debut of Friends.
Yep.
You even saw that part?
I saw it and, like, that looks like
Ross.
It's fucking
I said the same thing. I'm like,
I instantly go to fucking David Schwimmer? I don't know why that just seemed like such an interesting, like, what the hell?
Yeah, I didn't. It was so bizarre that I didn't actually think it was him.
Right? Like, you know,
yeah, it was like, no, that's not him.
Like, wait, is he old enough to be in this movie? Because that guy looked a good bit older than Ross. So,
oh yeah,
oh, he would have been pretty young at that point.
Yeah. So the doctor tells Will that on the night he was bitten, March 8th, the moon had been closest to the Earth for the first time in 100 years. This is actually true. March 8th, 93 was the date of a super perigee moon, meaning that's the closest the moon is to the Earth during its orbit.
Yep.
oh.
Damn. That would explain all the amounts of wolves.
Yes.
See, I'd be out there like wolves because I'm weird.
Hey, guys. I just noticed how coincidental this is that we're reviewing Wolf tonight.
And it is a
On a
full
full
moon.
And it's a fucking full moon.
Full moon tonight.
I go to work at 2 in the morning, so if I see any wolves, I'm literally taking it to work. Be like, I don't like this people.
Can you bite me just real quick?
You're not in New
I'll
England.
be like, get to go for it.
He's gonna see the wolf. He's gonna be like Jack, and the wolf's gonna be like, "Hey, Bobby boy."
And I'll be like, right here, buddy. Come over here.
Hey, what would be a New Jersey wolf compared to a New England wolf?
I don't know, but I'd look like the devil.
All right then.
Anyways,
Mia Farrow was slated to play Charlotte Randall. Mike Nichols had to fight to let Farrow have the part due to Columbia Pictures' hesitancy over her being too controversial at the time. This was when the Mia Farrow Woody Allen trial was going on. She had to take a salary cut, but in the long run, she had to bow out anyway due to scheduling conflicts.
Fair enough.
I mean, it was such a small role, it wouldn't have mattered.
right.
True.
Oh, well.
James Spader's stuntman did all of his stunts without wires or protection, almost injuring himself during a scene in which Stewart is thrown onto the stone steps of the guest house.
Yo, that throw, I'm not going to lie. I saw him like, Oh, that looked painful.
Yep.
Oh, dude, I thought he broke his neck the way he landed.
I thought he just died. I was like, oh.
No, that took about 6 rounds from what was it? Doug's? Was it Doug? Who was the dude who died?
Tom.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Tom was
Sharon
a great
Stone?
character, dude. He just showed up all the time, and he's like, "Hey, by the way," gave some nice warning, and then it was just like tweedled.
Yeah,
over.
that was great.
Like he did like 3 fucking times, dude. Poor Tom.
He just pops up like the wacky neighbor.
Right?
Sharon Stone turned down the role of Laura Alden.
Sharon
One version of the script ended with a transformed Will being kept on a secluded property with Laura making periodic visits via helicopter.
Yep. That was the original ending that people hated. And that is one of the scenes that they had to go back and reshoot. And it took 8 months for them from the original release date for them to go back and do the reshoots because audiences hated that ending.
It doesn't sound so terrible. I don't know why. Maybe
No,
not.
I like her turning into a werewolf.
Oh, I do like it, but that doesn't sound as terrible as it was made out to be. I don't know. Interesting.
Just leads into some
I don't know.
weird
I think I would have felt ripped off by that ending too.
Yeah.
Right.
Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Richard Jenkins all appeared together in The Witches of Eastwick in 1987.
Robert Jenkins. Leroy. You know, I've never watched Witches of Eastwick.
It's a good movie.
I think I have, but it's been a long time.
It made me want to watch it when I was doing research on this yesterday because that was one of the notes that I had. So I was like, I've never even watched this movie. So I watched the trailer for it and I was like, I'm going to watch this movie. So I'm going to have to check it out.
Jack Nicholson plays the devil. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right.
John Williams was originally attached to compose the music. He soon left the project after this movie was delayed and needed some time off after winning an Oscar for Schindler's List, as he'd been working on Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, and overseeing the Boston Pops Orchestra in Boston all at the same time.
Yep.
Hot damn.
Yes,
That's
sir.
a lot of shit.
The score would have been way different, I think.
That's a lot of shit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think it would have been as great. I really like the score for this. I think
No, and Ennio Morricone did really well with this.
And
He did
I
great.
kind of feel. Did anybody else kind of feel like this? It almost feels like a Hitchcock movie.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit. It had some
Yeah.
vibes there.
Like with some of the shots or just the overall like feel of it?
Overall feel and the shots, definitely some of the angles, like especially the shot when they're coming back from the party at the beginning, and it's Jack and his wife in the car, and you see the lights reflected on the windshield, and then you see them behind them too.
Yeah, I get what you're going there for sure.
Yeah, there's a lot. I don't want to talk a lot of cinematography yet, but you know.
Right. Okay. The cast includes 3 Oscar winners: Jack Nicholson, Christopher Plummer, and Allison Janney, and 4 Oscar nominees: Richard Jenkins, Kate Nelligan, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Elaine May. Elaine May was the voice of the operator on the telephone.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Nice.
And finally, according to special makeup effects supervisor Rick Baker, the makeup for the werewolves were heavily inspired by Jack Pierce's work in Werewolf of London. The makeup consists of mostly hair and subtle appliances like pointed ears and a small piece in between the brows. James Spader actually had to have more facial appliances than Nicholson because he needed to have more structure on his face in order to have the same power as Nicholson's face. And I was wrong. Werewolf of London came out in 1935, so it came out after.
Okay.
In
Wolfman.
London.
I might have seen it.
If you saw a picture of the wolf from Werewolf of London, you'd recognize it.
I'm gonna look at that real quick.
I know. I will do. Word.
And that's all I got. Scoobs.
So I only have 3 that you didn't touch on. One of them was that Mick Jagger was up for playing the role of Raymond Alden. But the role was initially supposed to be her brother, not her father. So when they changed it to father, he was like, I'm out. So had they kept the role as a brother figure in the movie, then Mick Jagger was to do the part. Also, the director's chair was offered originally to Stanley Kubrick, and he turned it down as he was not interested. So that would have been crazy to have Jack and Stanley back again on a movie. Also, Nichols wanted Michelle Pfeiffer to wear a red hood in the final scene, but Michelle Pfeiffer shut that shit down and said, no, not going to do it.
See, a
I don't
red
blame
hood.
her.
She wanted her to wear, he
Red Riding
wanted her
Hood.
to wear like a little Red Riding Hood type thing.
Nah.
Yeah. So
No.
she was like, yeah, no, not going to happen.
Nah.
And other than that, I did look up like to see if this movie won any awards, just because, you know, with the amount of talent that this film had. And it did win a few awards. It won the Saturn Award for Best Writing by Jim Harrison and Wesley Strick. It got a nominee Saturn Award for the Best Horror Film, Best Actor for Jack Nicholson, Best Actress by Michelle Pfeiffer, and Best Supporting Actor James Spader. And then Rick Baker also got nominated for Best Makeup. It did win an ASCAP Award for Top Box Office Films for Ennio Morricone's score. And then it got a whole bunch of Fangoria Chainsaw Award nominees as well for the Chainsaw Awards.
Nice.
It did get a nominee for Best Instrumental Composition written for a motion picture or television show for Ennio Morricone's score. And then Rick Baker, did I say the Saturn Award? Oh no, Rick Baker won a Saturn Award got a Saturn Award nomination for his work on Wolf, and Harrison won a Saturn Award for his work, you know, on the script. So that's pretty much everything that I could find.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, gentlemen,
Beautiful.
coming fucking stacked today.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
I figured, you know, with the amount of talent that was in this movie, I just
enough.
wanted to go a little bit deeper and see, because this is really one of the better films that we've reviewed as far as cast wise. You know, usually we have those actors that we all love, but they're, you know, B actors per se, you know, and this is, you know, A-list actors that we had in this film. So I just wanted to dive a little deeper.
That's what I'm
and see
saying.
if
Like
we could find
this,
anything.
this one is like it's horror, but it's like
Mainstream.
It's classy horror.
it's classy, super mainstream horror.
Yeah.
Any motherfucker can go watch this, even if you're not into horror per se or anything like that. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
pretty
You're like,
much.
Jack Nicholson's Wolf. If you can get him in like the season, but I wish it was a little bit gorier and shit. I'm not gonna lie, but I do understand why it's not, because, you know.
Yeah, I do agree with that, but what are you
And,
gonna
you know,
do?
and I love Universal monsters. So, you know, Bram Stoker's Dracula, I love it. I love Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Wolf is great. And then they did, I don't remember the name of the movie. I just know, I think Julia Roberts was in it, where they did like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type thing that came out after Wolf. I don't remember the name of it.
They did?
Mary Riley.
Yes, and that movie just bombed.
Oh.
So then The Mummy was the following movie that came out that was, you know, supposed to do this whole Universal monster thing, but it just went in like an Indiana Jones way.
I'm kind of glad it went that way, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what? The Mummy series, dude, even like 1, 2, and 3, I'm not even going to consider the offshoot ones. Like
Scorpion King.
1, yeah. What? 1 and 2, even 1 and 2, like I don't even have to watch 3, dude. 1 and 2, I fucking love those movies.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Like, oh my god, I don't give a shit what anybody says, dude. I will.
Like I
always
said,
watch
I
that
made the
shit.
wife watch The Mummy just a little over a month ago. I'm like, you're sitting down, you're watching this.
You made her,
I made her,
dude. I don't even have to like. I have to like slightly suggest it to my wife, and she's like already got it fucking running on the TV.
She wasn't sure because I think she thought it was going to be more of a horror movie. I'm like, watch this. I'm like, you love action.
No,
movies, you're gonna
oh
love
my
it."
god, dude. Like,
No, they're it's not even close to a horror movie. It's got elements, but it's not that.
I mean, the scarabs freak my daughter out because every time we watch it, she hates when they start crawling under the skin. So I
yeah.
can,
Steph's favorite part was the scene where he scares Imhotep with the cat.
yeah, that's a good
I
part.
love that.
demonic.
Shout out to Joe from Dark Side Paranormal in the house. What's up, Joe?
Yeah. Alrighty, gentlemen. What format did you watch this on, and how was the quality?
On demand.
Prime.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Amazon Prime. It was HD. Not bad.
Prime as well, and I believe it was it 720 HD? I don't know if it was full.
I think it was
1080.
720.
I don't
full
think it was
1080.
1080.
No.
No. It didn't look super fuzzy, but it felt like there was a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dish of the film.
Really?
Yeah, right. I feel like this is already answered.
Well, the douche could be two people. There's two people that could be the douche.
I mean, the wife was an instant douche as well.
Well,
But
yeah,
was
okay,
she
three
the-
people. 3 people could have been the douche.
Oh,
of the
you
film.
maybe were you going with the boss too? Maybe
I'm going with the boss. The boss was a fucking douche.
The boss was
dad.
kind of a douche, but the boss was just your typical
boss
Boss, yeah.
Yeah, true. I
But
guess
you know,
but
not
the
Will.
biggest douche of the film, and I think we're all in agreement, is Stuart Swinton. Fuck that guy.
Oh, fuck that dude! Like,
Like I said,
I'm gonna fight James Spader.
That would give me a reason to piss on his shoes, whether I'm a werewolf or not.
And he's the worst kind of douche. You know, some people they're just douches, like the jocks in Revenge of the Nerds. But this guy was like nice to your face, stab you in the back.
Well, he was his best fucking. They were like friends,
Yeah.
bro. Like that.
They were
Man,
proteges. He was his protege.
And I've been in that situation where you have a friend come in and fuck shit up like that, and that was
that is the worst. That is
All right.
the worst kind of douche.
Here's how much of a douche he is to me. I'd pull every one of his teeth out with a vice grip. I'm a sick fuck.
You know what? I'm gonna say, like, out of all,
I'm terrible.
We should do this, man. I know, like, Chad Eddie, I know you keep your notes. I don't know if you ever write this shit down or we'll have to go through. But if we had a douche of the year award,
yes, dude.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like this
Douche of the
motherfucker
year.
might take it. I know we're not done with the year yet, and
But I'll tell you right now, he's a top 5. He's a top 5.
He's a top
That's
3.
an idea. That's an idea for the end of the year, the Gore War Awards.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
And douche goes to
Good. Titties of the year, douche of the year.
I'm gonna this shit down a lot more. Now.
Dick of the year. Yeah, buddy.
Now I got to think about this. Yeah. It's like,
No, dude, this guy definitely takes the fucking cake, man. Like,
You know, I think I've already got my pick for Dick of the Year, though, and it's got to go to Joe Piscopo from last week.
yeah, but he was a nice dude.
Nah,
not douche, dick.
I'm talking like salami.
Listen. Now, you know something? The Dick of the Year for me is already going to go to Jack Nicholson, and we all know why. His history. Just look at it.
I don't know, dude. We got.
I don't know. There's a lot.
We got a lot to look back on,
Atkins too. I mean, damn.
Like, yeah.
We've also got Kevin Bacon in Tremors.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
He's got the extra fatty meat.
We're gonna have to discuss.
And you
about
have
this.
seen his.
That's true.
He did the full Monty.
We're gonna call that one. We're gonna call that one the
Wild
Bobby Amon Award.
Oh
no. That's the Meat Mountain. No, it's the Amone Meat Mountain Award.
There you go.
The Bobby Salami.
Oh, shit.
I'll be happy to present.
All right.
Continue on.
Favorite kill.
Oh.
I actually, you know something? I'm not going to lie. I like, because you do see him kill the deer.
The deer.
Yeah. I'm going to go with car crush to the security guard.
That's what I'm going.
That shit was
crushed. He ran
gnarly,
him the
dude.
fuck over.
Yeah, it was.
And then you see the body roll.
Bro,
Like,
that
that
was not a light roll either, because like he was holding him there for a little bit too. It wasn't. Oh,
that was my pick too.
Yeah, that was.
I'm gonna go with the deer. I'm going with the deer also.
The deer.
Yeah, just because it was like that whole scene was just so like
Yeah.
savage, you know. You
see him come to life.
And then when he snaps that fucking the deer's neck, you know, after he just fucking snaps the neck and is like, ah.
I wanted to see him actually kill those dudes that he stole 2 fingers from, because I want
Well,
to see how that.
I thought he did.
Did he kill him though? Because it never says that he died. It
Well,
never
they
says
said, but they said there's 5 people dead. So are those 3?
But how do we know Spader didn't kill? Spader was off killing people too. So
yes,
we don't know if we just saw deaths that we didn't even fucking know about.
So wait, did Spader actually kill the wife, or did Nicholson?
I think
Spader did. I think Spader did.
I thought Nicholson did.
I thought Spader did too.
I got Spader did it to frame him.
Yeah,
that's
right. I was gonna say I think it was definitely alluding to Nicholson, because obviously he didn't know where he went that night. But
Spader was right there setting him up for it, and he
right.
was
And what I'm assuming is Spader was probably following him in the park the whole time, and he didn't notice it because he was already turning wolf as well. That
would make more sense.
Werewolf in Central Park.
Either way,
that I literally said those words.
Werewolf in Central Park.
Werewolf in Central Park. While I was sitting here watching it last night, I was like, Werewolf in Central Park.
How could you not, dude? Like,
I would watch the fuck out of that movie. Yeah.
That would be great.
So best scene, gentlemen.
I'm gonna have to go with the deer kill again. That whole scene was just so great for me. I don't know why.
Yo, I think he did. I believe he did.
He did.
Pause. Hold on. All right.
Sniff, fucking sniff.
Sniff,
For the
fucking
audio
sniff.
listeners, sniff, fucking sniff. God damn it, Bobby.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Sniff. Sniff it.
For the audio listeners, did Spader smell her passoir in the conversation?
He had to have, because that is a
And
total
He was
dog thing to
down
do.
there, okay?
That is a total dog thing to do.
The answer is full on yes, dude. Like that was a very uncomfortable moment of.
I think he was, and I think he was sniffing her. He was sniffing her to see if Randall had been there.
Right. He exactly.
Oh, he knows. Randall has been there.
He was trying because my guess would be because Randall bit him. Randall would be essentially his alpha. So he's trying to get that over dominance. You know what I mean? Become the alpha, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
You know, until I saw Spader in the fucking police station, I completely forgot he was bitten.
I did.
Well, when he got bit,
actually, so I did too. Yeah.
When I saw him get bit, I was like, wait a minute, because like I said, last time I saw this movie, I was fucking like 11, maybe 12.
Right.
I was like, fuck, does he turn into a werewolf? I don't fucking remember because he bit him, and I was like, well, fuck, I guess it doesn't work like that in this fucking movie, like. And then when I saw him and I saw his eyes, I was like, oh,
I was like,
fuck, that's right. Here we go.
See,
Here
I had
go.
I had to really think back, and I'm like, when the fuck did he get bit? And I'm like, thinking. I'm like, oh, that's right.
I found the wife cheating.
Like,
goddamn
him,
bitch.
and then ran upstairs. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Goddamn bitch. Continue.
Right.
Who hurt you, Bobby?
Perfect.
Nobody.
Oh,
Nobody like that.
We'll talk about this in the chat.
We still haven't talked about best scene. We just asked it.
Oh,
we still
yeah.
haven't really mentioned
No, okay. You know something? It's actually before he becomes that scene where he's literally hearing everybody.
That was my pick.
Because I like the transformation. Like,
you
don't know what's happening, and all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, I'm changing. Wait a minute," and then he starts hearing, smelling. I love that. Like, you don't see that in too many other movies.
Okay, so I'm gonna take that, but I'm gonna start it from when he smells the dude walking by and he calls him out for drinking liquor in the morning.
Yes.
Over
the phone.
But then
over the fucking phone.
Then he hears that conversation and then calls him out on it on the phone. And then the dude
for a
wiretap and shit. Yeah.
Again, I kind of want that ability.
That was,
by the way,
that was good.
That scene where he's sitting there listening to everything and his ears are moving all around, that's actually his ears. They are moving like that. Rick Baker built a little appliance to put behind his ears. It's a little kind of mechanical thing that actually moved his ears around. Like
rookie,
because some
rookie,
people
I can do that
with
that. I can do it.
You can move your ears. I
can't see it. I can do them one at a time. I mean, you can't see it here, but I can do both of them. And
I see it.
And I can do one at a time.
Do this naked. Go to Patreon.
Yeah, to see me do this naked.
Go to Patreon. You'll get the naked dick award, and then you'll get Scuba Steve naked with ears
in werewolf makeup.
This is what we do, guys.
And the goat mask, yes.
And I also have to say honorable mention, not that we didn't see it in the trailer already and everything, but the pissing on the shoes was a great scene as well.
Yeah,
and it really just him coming in and just laying the hammer fucking down, dude. Just putting the contract up there.
Being Nicholson.
And you know what else? You know what? There's another scene right there why Spader's a douchebag. That motherfucker didn't even wash his hands.
He did not wash his hands after touching a napkin with pee on it and walked the fuck out.
Fucking disgusting.
Nasty, Mr. Spader.
In the time of COVID, man, gotta wash. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Not even that, dude. You just
I know.
Piss off your fucking shoes.
But you know what? That scene is great too because he was, Spader was his protege. So, Randall was always the alpha per se, but Spader ended up taking over that position by fucking his wife, taking his job. Right. So, becoming the wolf now, he got that confidence back. Jack Nicholson was this fucking, he got all this back. He grew his hair back. That Hair Club for Men line was fucking great. Fucking great. And so, and then now Spader also has the same powers. So, of course, his character now wants the same shit and is trying to overtake it. So, it was, man, fuck fuck, I don't even know where the fuck I was
he
going
was
with
definitely
this.
like 100% creep factor in the police station, dude. Like,
Oh,
mean, his nose went to places that definitely should.
I mean, okay. Besides even that action alone, I'm just saying, like the actual, like, just the dialogue. And
oh yeah, I mean, his eyes were creepy, but just his face, just
like. First of all, I don't know about you guys, but I might like to talk to people. I don't like to talk to people in that close of a bubble.
Yeah,
it's very awkward, and I'm gonna say something. I'm just like,
yeah,
or I'm gonna step back. Be like, okay, thank you. But
he's a close talker.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey.
All right, bit of a close talker.
Oh, fucking A. All right, gentlemen. Opening scene. Did it hook you in?
Yes.
Yeah, he ran over a wolf.
Yeah, ran over a wolf, got bit. Boom. Bing.
And I like how the wolf opens his eye, like,
right.
All right.
Like he played fucking boy on him, dude. He's
exactly, Brody. Brody just said everyone hating Spader just shows how good of an actor he really is.
No, he really is a great actor, you know.
Amazing actor.
He's that person you'll see at a con, like, I hate you, but I like you. I hate you, but I like you.
There's just some people that are amazing at playing douchebags. Like, it's just,
it's in their nature.
Yeah.
You know, since we're talking about Spader, I just want to throw this out there. I think Avengers: Age of Ultron is criminally underrated, and a good part of it is because of Spader.
Yeah. He is.
Okay, so all right, if we're going to do the side note, first and foremost, it's better the second or third time going around, but
yes,
the initial opening scene, I fucking hate. I don't give it, like, I understand, like, where it needs to go to progress the story, but I hate the whole, like, freeze frame, like, of them, like,
language
posing in the woods, like, like, I don't know why. I'm just like, it's like X-Men 3 all over again. I'm like, oh god, no.
Oh no.
Like, listen, I still enjoy X-Men 3, but it's fucking terrible.
It is terrible. It's very terrible.
But dude, Ultron is good. I'm not saying it's not. It's just, I don't know why. It just didn't have, it felt like it lacked something to me. Like, I don't know why. Maybe it needed to be longer.
I have, anytime it's on, I turn it. But anytime it's on, I turn it on, and I think I've seen it probably more times than the first one.
That's fair.
That tells you something.
That's for sure. I hate Cap's uniform in the first one, but we're not going to go there.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's so, like, it's too cosplay level of, you know what I mean? Like, But
and it didn't, and it didn't do Cap's ass any favors.
No,
that came later.
Yeah, that came later.
Oh my god, I'm all caught up on What If, by the way.
Nice. I gotta say, this past week was like the weakest episode, though. I just didn't enjoy it.
The Killmonger one?
Yeah.
Oh, I really liked it.
I think, like I said, they made Killmonger way too smart. Like, that's like Dr. levels of treachery,
intelligence. No, you're right, dude. Like, I just Brody.
Agreed, Brody. Agreed, Brody.
Nope.
Team Cap. I'm Team Cap. Sorry, guys.
Fuck you. It's Iron Man.
Cap. With the Civil War, Cap was right.
He was right.
Well, I'm not worried. I just want to be a businessman who's got the biggest fucking house. I am going with Iron Man. Okay. Moving on.
Yes, moving on.
So, most attractive character, dude.
Michelle
Pfeiffer.
Oh yeah.
Listen, Nicholson is a stud. Don't get me wrong, but Michelle Pfeiffer's got them fucking eyes that
fuck you all the way down.
In trouble. That's all. That's all it is.
Watching this, I was like, God damn. I forgot how sexy Michelle Pfeiffer was.
Bro.
Like, God,
dude,
damn.
Older Michelle Pfeiffer and Ant-Man and Wasp is still hot.
Oh yeah, she's still hot. Don't get me wrong.
The silver hair.
Oh my God, yes.
Silver straight.
All right, I gotta log off. I'll see you later.
So I guess we're on agreement, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, bro.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Did the score set the mood?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It had that old school, once again, like what we mentioned before, Universal monster flavor to it. So
I just don't think John Williams would have been perfect for that.
No. It would have been more adventure.
John Williams to me is just like over, like,
it's like over the top. You know, everything has to be big, and that wasn't this film.
Right. I was gonna say that's not a bad thing. It just doesn't necessarily fit.
Yeah, it doesn't. It wouldn't have fit
no,
this film.
Not a bad thing by any means necessary. This score was just when it needed to be animal, it was animal. You know, and he just did such a great job with this.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Agreed.
Best song, unfortunately, I cannot answer because
I couldn't answer
that.
Yeah,
I don't remember one, so skip.
Right. Favorite character?
Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Security guard Tom.
Well, you know, he was a major part, but you know,
if we're going with obscure characters, then I'm gonna go with his assistant, Fraser's brother.
Oh, dude,
yeah, his assistant, yes,
David Hyde Pierce.
You were my god.
Not only he was awesome, but his normal assistant was great too. Like
the three of them were ready to overtake that company. They were ready to overtake that company.
I loved his secretary. She was awesome.
Yeah.
She was, every time he said something, it's like, about fucking time.
Yeah.
I think that "You Are My God" line was definitely like the best one.
You are my God.
I even wrote that down. I'm like, that is the best line ever.
I'm going to use that at one point. Like,
yeah, I'm going to go with the security guard Tom because he was just trying to do his job. And he was just a nice guy. And he got fucked. Was it scary?
No. I mean, not for us.
It was necessarily. It was like more of a romantic horror movie. Like,
as a kid,
thriller.
As a kid, the transformation was a bit scary. You know, I could see it. You know, back then, not that it freaked me out completely, but as a kid watching it, it did kind of give me the heebie-jeebies a little bit, but not.
I could see that.
Not to say that it was scary.
I would say probably the scene of him stalking and killing a deer might be scary to little kids.
Yeah. Because it just doesn't look right to a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you do that?
Right. All right.
You're the Joker.
Yeah, right. Does it hold up today?
Actually, I would say yes.
I think so.
For the most part,
I feel
for the most
I want
part,
to say
yeah.
for the most part, yes. There's some. We did bitch about the editing with the deer scene and a few of the other running scenes and the overuse of weird slow-mo.
But it's still something you can watch today and completely enjoy.
It's not. It doesn't necessarily feel super dated or anything. Or
exactly.
With the times,
and keep in mind, this was mid-90s horror before Scream. 2 years before Scream came in and changed the game. So, I mean, love it or hate it, Scream was a game changer.
Well, like early 90s horror, especially those first 5 years, dude, that was like just floating everywhere. Like it's, you know what I mean? It was still trying to find its niche. I would say.
They couldn't find it, and then Scream came.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I liked it, but that's another story.
I like the first 10 minutes. How was the acting?
Phenomenal from Jack.
Oh, top notch.
Right? Was there anybody bad in this?
Even Tom was great.
Right?
Come on. The guy who just said, "You are my God," like gets the ultimate line of the movie, and he's not an ultimate character.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish we had a little bit more like monologuing with him and shit, dude, just because he was great on Frasier. So,
oh yeah,
and this was like right after Frasier started, so he wasn't really.
Frasier was 93.
Yeah, so he wasn't exactly an unknown actor. He was really just starting to hit it big on television.
Huh. I wonder if this, like, when they filmed this, coincide with him starting actually the show, like almost at the same time or not.
Probably.
Awesome.
Because like Scoop said, it was delayed like what, 8 months?
Yeah, it was 8 month delay from the original release date.
So, big question: did you like the cinematography?
Yeah.
I mean, with the issue, a couple things here and there, but I mean, it wasn't horrible.
There were a few shots that I'd like to throw out that I personally really enjoyed, and one was when he was looking at himself in the mirror in his hotel room.
Yes,
that felt very. If I'm not wrong, that kind of could go with like almost the Hitchcock shot, like you were talking about, like just him monologuing to himself. You don't really get to see his expression except for through his body until he turns actually at the mirror, and then you get to see the full like his face and everything like that. Like I don't know, just something about that was really nice. I like the super close shot up of the eye when it was changing.
Yeah,
things like that. There were a few things that I thought stood out. But
like his ears moving around when he's listening to.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to know this. Maybe this was just an editing choice. I don't. when he is locked up in the stable,
Mm-hmm.
like before Spader comes in, like before he rips off the medallion, I could have sworn he ripped it off before that.
I think he picked it up off his chest.
He picked it up off his chest and was
he picked
holding
it up off the chest.
Yeah. Because he was still
and I
holding
completely
on, so-
forgot. I completely forgot he had the fucking medallion on, and I was like, "Why the fuck aren't you helping her? Like, what the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah,
He
because
didn't
that was
wanna
stopping him the
change,
whole
but-
time. Yeah.
Because he knew if he was, then he'd be fucked, and he's going to end up turning into a wolf either, or dying. I guess. But
I wonder if he could change back eventually.
I don't think so.
Maybe it would go like the opposite werewolf scenario, to where he would be a wolf, but then on full moons he would turn into a human for one full night.
Well,
that
see,
would actually be a.
That's why I think they kind of didn't use werewolf, because it's not a true werewolf. They can't change back and forth. I kind of got the impression that once he did the wolf, he was stuck.
Like,
as
he's
the
wolf.
Yeah,
Right. That's it.
Although
But
I like
they
the
still have
concept.
they still have their consciousness in the wolf form, because when you see the pack of wolves there, you can totally tell they know what the fuck they're doing. They're not just
they're not like, oh, we're just eating, we're biting you. They're not. Yeah.
No.
There was a bunch of them too, man. I wish I could have actually like counted them out.
There's a lot of wolves, dude.
That's one of those, exactly like how he acted. Just get back to the fucking car.
Yeah.
See you later.
Although
I don't think I would have even stopped, to be honest.
I don't think I would have either. I'm like, fuck, dude, I just hit that.
Yeah, it was.
Look around.
It was the
like,
middle.
all
The
right.
road was really snowy and everything.
Yeah.
It was already behind him. I was just, all right, whatever.
Yeah, I would have been singing along. I didn't hit a thing. I didn't hit anything.
All right, gentlemen, did you enjoy the premise?
Absolutely.
Yes.
That was great. Classic werewolf movie, but in New York City now. So,
New York has always a new problem every day.
Right. And we got Michelle Pfeiffer just looking delicious.
New York can't catch
Meow.
a fucking break in movies, man.
No, first
Go zero.
that
All right.
movie's an abomination. Let's not go to there.
I'd say what you want, man. I still enjoy
Zilla is not. Never mind.
they-
No, we can't.
If they would have
I can't.
called it anything but Godzilla, it would have been a much better film. Everybody was
That was a
excited.
fucking lizard. All right, let's get it right. It was a fucking lizard.
Look,
I know.
the
Same
only good thing about that movie was the soundtrack. The soundtrack
Oh,
was
dude.
fucking bomb.
Yes.
Puffy?
He's right about that.
Song
was a
Puffy
great
did,
soundtrack.
fucking
He's right. He's right about that. But the rest,
Yeah.
come with me. Oh, dude, I fucking love that song.
Jimmy Page and Puff Daddy.
Yeah, fuck
fucking
yeah.
all day long, bro.
there you go. Now that for sure. But the rest of the movie, I don't remember it, and I don't want to. I'm good.
Since we're on the subject, there's a weird. I don't know why this is. Maybe they just don't have the rights, but they have the Godzilla soundtrack on Spotify, and the song by the Wars is not on it.
Really?
Oh wow.
Yes.
Maybe copyright issues.
I'm thinking.
It's gotta be or something.
That's got to be something like that.
No shit.
I've noticed it's on a couple of different ones too. Like,
But is there
The,
any
Ghost- the
Wallflowers music on there
I don't think so.
on Spotify? Because
I don't
it's
know.
like Garth Brooks. None of Garth Brooks' music is on Spotify.
You want to know why that is? I think it's because he owns all his shit. That's probably why.
Yeah.
So Wallflowers
know.
probably have.
The one song on Ghosters too.
Yes. The actual Run DMC
On our own?
one.
Yeah. Run
Oh
DMC,
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't remember if it was
Okay,
Run
okay.
DMC
Which is like
or
the
the Fat
best-
Boys.
It's the best fucking one, dude. And you
And
don't
yeah,
have
you
it on
can't get it on
Spotify.
there.
It pisses.
Yeah.
You can't even get it on YouTube half the time. Like you can't find the right version.
I think it's on Prime.
I
Music.
have it, but
I have it
What's
on
that?
cassette.
I have it on
I
cassette
think it's on
and
Prime
CD.
Music. I have it on
Fuck
cassette.
yeah.
but-
You have it on CD. Yo, I've been wanting that soundtrack forever.
Fuck yeah, dude. I mean, it's a Bobby Brown special. So
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right, gentlemen, the quadruple R's: recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot.
I would rewind, but I kind of want to reboot a little bit.
I kind of want to reboot. I
Who's
would not
who's
mind a
gonna play-
reboot.
who's
I would
gonna
reboot-
play
rewind and
Nicholson?
reboot.
Who's gonna play
Oh,
Nicholson in the
God.
reboot? That's what I wanna know.
No. We
That would
keep
be the
those
remake.
characters as they were.
Yeah.
This is just a continuation of the original story for the reboot.
Okay.
Oh, I got it. The reboot. They have a kid, played by Taylor Lautner.
Oh,
Oh,
fucking
shit!
Just a
I
little.
don't know.
Jesus. Jesus.
Someone had to do it. Someone had to do it, man.
Fuck Twilight.
I feel like I'm gonna have.
I don't know. I'd say rewind. It was a good enough movie to stand on its own. It doesn't need any kind of follow up.
Because I feel like if you tried to remake it, it's just not going to hold up to the acting that was in this movie. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing it.
All right, if you're gonna reboot, honestly, don't even rewind. If you're gonna do anything to it, go back and fix the editing mistakes. Find a way, because you could, if they got the original footage, you could take that slow motion shit out. You can make it work a lot better.
I just thought of another R. Recut.
There you go.
Oh,
recut with all the 8 months worth of footage that they got rid of.
There you go. Except for the ending. I don't want that.
Yeah. Keep the ending that's in there now, and then the other footage.
And did we even talk about how the writer? What was his name? The writer.
Jim Harrison.
Harrison.
Yeah.
He left.
Yeah, he actually quit Hollywood
because of the director. But he and the director were bumping heads on the direction of the film. So who knows? Maybe some of the shit that was cut out was shit that Harrison wanted in the film that Nichols didn't want.
Probably. That's probably what it was. Who knows?
All right.
Well,
all right, gentlemen, let's fucking rate this bitch. Bobby, what do you got, bud?
I'll give this a 3.5.
5. Chad Daddy?
I am going to give it a solid 4, thanks to Jack Nicholson's solid performance.
All righty. Scuba Cabra?
I agree 1,000,000,000% with Chad Daddy, and I am giving this a 4.
All right.
Yeah.
And I'm actually going to go with Bobby with a 3.5.
That should give us about a 3.75.
Yep, 3.75. So
not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty
good. We do the roundup. All right. So 3.8 for 1994's Wolf.
Just looking ahead to see what next.
Yeah, what do we have next week there, buddy boy?
Next week is Amityville 3D.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did we look to see if we where we can watch this here?
Not yet. I thought it was on like Tubi and shit, but hold on.
You can get if you have to get it, you can get it at Walmart. It's in that 3-pack of Amityville.
It's on Pluto TV
on the disc.
But I would not buy it because
I don't think you can get it anywhere in 3D. But it is available on Pluto TV. You can watch it there for free.
Pluto, yes, I see that.
I'll be able to watch it then. No problemo.
It's probably sit through some ads or something. Maybe it's on Shudder too. I don't know.
That's one thing I will say. I don't know why that never pops up on Google when you search it.
I know
Shudder shit.
I know.
It
irritates
God
me.
damn it.
Yeah.
It's a streaming service.
What, Shudder?
Make it available. Well, but when you Google search something, like, you know how it tells you like Amazon, YouTube, Pluto. Like Shudder's never fucking an option. It's like, why, dude? Like,
see, I just downloaded it to my. I just downloaded it to my phone and I have it on my computer, so I don't care.
Well, maybe Oh, go ahead, Chad.
I don't think it lists Netflix either. There's another big one it doesn't list. I think it's Netflix.
I think you're correct. But all right, so next week we have 1983's Amityville 3D. Hopefully, we do not have some family fucking incest going on in this one.
No family incest in this one. But it is it's
that brother and sister combo, man. That was some scary shit right there.
Yeah, that was the scariest part.
And then after Amityville, we will be reviewing what we were supposed to review today, actually. So
The Howling.
That would be The Howling.
I haven't opened mine yet either. I haven't.
Mine will be coming this week.
Word. Nice. So everybody's gonna be having the physical for that episode.
Yeah.
We will.
Physical.
Mine does not have the extras though, so
no.
Fair enough. Just the bare bones. Like I said, it was a 2-pack with the. I paid $5 for it.
Hey man, you already have it, so you didn't have to buy it like we did. So you're better. You're good to go.
I'm buying the one with all the goods.
I am still surprised that it's not on like any streaming service.
I know, dude. Right? Every once in a while, it's got to throw us a curveball, though.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
What was the other movie we had that was a curveball that I chose and like nobody could find it?
Well, there was
Was it Near Dark?
Near Dark. Yeah,
Near Dark
I wasn't
was
even on that one, but it was.
It was
Near
just
Dark.
Chad and I.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't make that one. Yeah.
Fucking, that was a long episode too.
Yeah, it was.
We went pretty fucking ham.
I still say Lost Boys is a better film, though.
Speaking of Lost Boys, did you see they announced they're rebooting it or redoing it or remaking it? Or however you want
Why the reboots, Scott?
Like, there's no ideas left.
No, there's plenty of ideas. They use this to make just the money. That's it. That's all it is.
Cash grab. That's all it is. Cash grab.
Name. Look, you remember this shit from the 80s. Come watch it now. No.
Well, just tear it apart.
I mean, and maybe it's gonna be a fucking amazing fucking remake, but in the history of remakes, name 2 great remakes that were just as good as the original.
Evil Dead,
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and the Thing, The Fly, The Blob.
I said 2, Bobby. I said 2. That's it.
But now notice how the ones I'm naming were done when they weren't a trend.
Exactly. That's my thing. They were done way back when.
And I also and I love the original Thing. Now you got me going here. But I don't consider, as much as I love the original, I don't consider Carpenter's a remake. His tells the actual story of who goes there.
Right. Yeah.
Now, although he does like Howard Hawks' thing, I love it too. But that was a Frankenstein thing. Still a great movie. This was a creature from another world. So to me, yes, it's a remake, but it's not a remake.
Yeah.
No, I can
That's the only one that's definitely not a remake, I feel.
That's fair. It's only technically.
But you're right about Evil Dead. I like the remake.
I loved Evil Dead.
And then really the end credit scene fucking made it even more worth it.
I was so sad. I was the only one in theaters that jumped up and went woo when that actually fucking happened.
Yo, I had
everybody else looked at me like I was the asshole, and I'm like, fuck y'all. Dude.
I had my uncle take me to see that, and immediately afterwards he goes, "What the fuck kind of shit do you watch, dude?" And I'm like, "Did you enjoy it?" At least he goes, "Yeah, I did, but dude."
Shit was gnarly.
Oh, yeah.
All righty, gentlemen. Is there any other announcements that we have?
Not at the moment.
Call it.
I got nothing.
I'll shout out to Mr. Brody Kane. We will be doing our Fatality episode this Friday or Saturday night, 9:00. Brody did just watch the movie, so I'll be watching again, doing up our show notes, and so stay tuned for that.
I got to watch that this week.
If you watch it, and if you want to be on the episode, by all means, dude, you're more than welcome.
Oh, Chad Daddy's special guest.
I know I never had Chad on there, and I knew I feel like Chad was like the one I'm like, I need Chad on there because I know Chad's like hardcore MK too. But no, I'm very interested to hear Brody's take, and I'll be very interested to hear your own, sir. So that'd be awesome. Bob, Scoobs, anything what do we got for Somewhat Supernatural or Machine Shop?
Scoob, go ahead. No.
I October. That's all I'm saying. October. Okay. Be ready. I already made a little teaser for season 2.
Nice.
So I have majority of the episodes already planned, and it's going to be a lot different than season 1. I'm going to try to add some new things in there for the better. And if they work, we'll keep them. If not, we'll go back to the original format and get ready for some cryptids and some ghosts and some fucking big time shit. I did talk to the boys about getting ready for Ghost Vatos Chronicles, which we are going to. We have footage from an investigation that we did a few months ago, and then one that we did this past Thursday that we need to go through. But the first episode for that one, we're going to try to debunk footage from the internet if we can. And that will be the first episode of Ghost Vatos, which is hopefully this week or the following week. I just got to make sure everybody's schedule is good.
Nice.
Cool.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, that reminds me. Did you guys see the trailer drop for the new Paranormal Activity?
No.
It dropped a couple days ago.
Well, fuck me. I know what I'm watching after this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go check it out. It dropped.
I love that series. I
want
love
to say
that series
Saturday.
too, dude. I know, like
I didn't like 4 as much.
6 was garbage, and 4 was definitely like the weakest out of the rest of them. But
They picked up with 7,
Dude,
which
if
I
you
only
just-
saw half of.
if you just watch the trilogy, even like, dude, that's just great 1 through 3.
Yeah, I will agree
But
with that.
5 was awesome because everybody shits on 5, but 5 goes full fucking circle, which was great, and I loved it.
Which one's the
Mhm.
one with the Hispanic kid in it?
That's 5.
That's the
That was the one
No,
where
that-
I
that's
love that.
6. Isn't that
Is
the
it
marked
6?
ones?
5.
Oh, the marked
marked
ones.
ones.
The marked ones.
The marked ones was
Marked
kind of
ones.
a side one. It wasn't really
Right,
part
but
of
it's not a
main-
side one though. That's what
Yeah.
that's what sucks.
Now,
Because like I always
I-
went in hearing that everybody's like, oh, it has nothing really to do, and it's like the whole last fucking like 5 minutes of the movie literally like brings it like
full
oh, nope,
circle.
This is literally all part of the same shit.
So I love that fucking movie because that is like legit shit. The
Dude,
whole man.
One of the coolest parts of that whole movie, and not to like start deciding going into a whole other fucking review here, but was like when he was getting almost like his powers from the demon.
Yeah.
But they were like, it was like a superhero like tryout video. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he was like, I wonder if I could do it with this raft. Like, just blow it up and like instantaneously. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, just, I don't know, dude. It was
Speaking of superhero, real quick.
awesome.
I don't know if we talked about it last week about the leak from the Venom after credit scene. Did we talk about that?
I don't think so.
So apparently they were able to watch Let There Be Carnage in the UK, and Tom Hardy just made people promise that they weren't going to say anything. They didn't have to sign anything. They just had to promise that they weren't going to say anything. And people opened their mouths. And the
course they
end
did.
credit and the fucking end credit scene is supposed to be Tom Hardy, Eddie Brock sitting in a hotel room. There is something playing on the TV. You see Spider-Man swing by. The symbiote comes off of Eddie, licks the TV screen, and says, I hate that guy. Now, here's one more. There was a picture that was released with Tom Hardy and somebody else, and Tom Hardy is wearing a Spider-Man No Way Home hat that was given only after the movie was done filming to cast and crew.
Yep.
Sony has been deleting the fuck out of that fucking picture. So,
Bro.
are we
You
getting?
have to. Why not?
Are we?
You're already
getting
going this way. Like, you're
Are we
already going
getting
this
Venom
route.
and Spider-Man?
Have to.
Who knows?
Have
I
to.
hope so. I certainly hope so.
Listen, No Way Home was the last one that Disney and Marvel Studios and Sony had for a sign off for Spider-Man. I feel like after this, man, they're getting him right. They're getting him back, and they'll recontract to where they can get him in. You know what I mean? Like other side roles.
Yeah.
That's why
But-
I think we're getting No Way Home. It's going to lead. It's the stepping stone to other Spider-Men.
Right. And dude, like I said, I think we talked about this last week. If they can continue the Tobyverse and go right back into 4, which they easily could, like,
Well, I heard that was a rumor too that he's gonna. Of course, it's pretty much been verified that he's gonna be in No Way Home, but that
And
the only way he would do it is
Is if he
if
did
he
Spider-Man
and
4,
Sam
yeah.
Raimi did Spider-Man 4.
dude, and I'm so excited I want to see just something from Doctor Strange so bad, dude. Just because Raimi's directing that, so it's like
That's going to be fantastic.
fuck, dude. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
love Spider-Man 2, and it's one of my favorite superhero movies.
It's a great
literally
fucking
because of
movie.
his-
Yeah. So that's all
Like-
I got. That's all my nerd news for
Fair
this
enough.
week.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
I got super excited. I was like, bro, first of all, why would he be wearing that hat?
You know what? You just came up with this new section's name, Nerd News.
There we go.
There you go.
There you
I
go.
like it. We're gonna do that. We need a Chad Daddy. We need to add that to the notes. I think. Nerd.
It's
I like
there.
Right now.
There you go, Scoops. Fuck yeah, buddy.
Nerd news.
Well, speaking of nerd news, I will say, if we're gonna continue with this, Power Rangers is actually getting a season 4 update, I believe next week, or is it the beginning of October, where they're gonna have another fucking pack, and you get Frog Boy, Adam from
Oh, nice.
Adam. He's in the Ningetti
Ningetti.
costume.
Yeah.
Ningetti?
Yeah.
Okay,
Ningetti.
sorry. Ningetti costume. And then you also get Rita Repulsa, which is awesome. And oh my God, TJ needs to hear this. It's like a flower villain. I don't know the name. But anyways, it's kind of cool because this pack is actually doing 2 villains and 1 hero. And then they're also giving a skin for the Anubis Power Ranger. I don't know his name, but it's like a dog character. He was in later seasons, but he's fucking dope for fight with. That's all I know.
I haven't played that in like a year.
I play it every once in a while, dude, just because I got on my Switch. So I like throwing you know what I mean? If I got like 5 minutes to kill, it's like it's either MK, that, or like Tony Hawk. Just like
the villain is it Split Flower?
I think so.
I mean, there's a bunch of different flower villains, but there's Spit Flower.
We have other people that are way more qualified. On
we're
answer those questions.
I have no idea.
Speaking
and
of,
I also want to say playing the Predator game on PS4 actually makes me want to go back and play a little Friday the 13th again for the first time in over a year.
Yeah,
I did play that. I played that a few weeks ago, and all I gotta say is, after even 2 years, I did do pretty goddamn well.
All I know is, man, February is we're getting the Evil Dead game, and I'm
we are. Thank God.
But you know what? I like the old one. What was it for? Was it for PlayStation 2?
Which
was it
one?
for PS2?
You're right. No, you're right.
PS2.
There was a bunch of them, dude.
The PS2 one was Fistful of Boomstick.
Fistful of Boomstick.
Yes.
No, there's 3 of them for PS2. There's
Fistful of Boomstick.
There's Regeneration, and then there was
there was a one Evil Dead game that was just Evil Dead, and that was for PlayStation 1, and
I have
sucked.
That. It was terrible. Okay, so it was super Resident Evil clone, stationary camera, terrible controls,
super hard.
Oh my, ridiculous, dude. I have it, but it was awesome because it was that old school PS era where it came with like the super fucking fat disc because there was like 3 discs in there and shit, dude. Like, fuck yeah, dude. It was awesome. But yeah, what was it? So there's Fistful of Boomstick, which I have, which was awesome, but there was Regeneration, which there's like a midget half like Deadite.
Sam.
Oh yeah, I remember that one too.
And that's actually voiced by Ted Raimi.
Ted Raimi.
Yeah.
And then there was another one, I think, in between those two. Like,
wait, was there one called Hail to the King?
Forget on the name on that one. Fistful of Boomstick, though, I remember he's just sitting in a bar and it just like so he reads it on TV and it opens up a portal and then just everyone. It was ridiculous, dude. Fun stuff.
Now I'm looking it up.
There you go. Well, other than that,
is
there any other nerd news we have before we call it?
Other than for me, and I know not all people are looking forward to it, but I obviously am. The final Halloween Kills trailer came out today as well, and it looks pretty good.
It was fucking
brutal. The only thing that I'll just say it right now that I hate, first of all, if this is 40 years after the first one, why is all of a sudden this town of maybe 10,000 people going after one guy that could be fucking ripped apart?
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. There's no way in any movie history or life history that a town would do that for 5 people. I'm sorry.
It's Frankenstein. That's all this is. Everybody got their pitchfork.
But yes, but back then I would expect that.
Yeah.
Now, come on.
Yeah. Nobody.
The people who know the people would be out there. The rest of us fuckers would be like, have fun.
Yeah, have fun getting murdered. Bye. Not going to do it.
And no offense, I know some people are like, oh, Michael's old. I'm like, you do realize he's 6'5", stealthy, and could kill us all if he wanted to, one by one. It doesn't have to be 10 people at once.
Yeah. We'll see where they go with it. I'm excited to see.
I am very excited for it. It looks good. Like, I'm super excited. I don't like this angry mob shit. It just doesn't make sense.
Guess we'll see it when we get here.
And that's all I have.
Bossman had a point too, where in the trailer we see Jason, fucking Michael, just fucking demolishing these fucking grown ass men firefighters who they're firefighters, so that they're fucking strong, and he just easily pushes that fucking,
the
saw down on that one firefighter. But then when the granddaughter is there fucking holding him off from fucking stabbing her with the fucking knife, like you see Michael like struggling, like I don't know. There's just some shit that's like, you better fucking make this make sense. Like, are we getting that he's that he's possessed by some fucking entity, and then that's why, or is he just some fucking psycho old dude? Like, what direction are we going with this?
Well, I mean, if they go in the direction that it basically should be, is everybody should know from the first movie, is he is human, but he's almost supernatural, like a force of nature. Where does that go? Just saying. That I can't nerd out on that now because I don't have that kind of time.
Keep in mind, if you're getting upset about the whole angry mob going after Michael thing, that actually did happen in Halloween 4 too.
Yeah, 5 people, not 10,000 people of a whole town.
5 people that we saw. We don't know.
Right, that was just it was not, because that whole town was fucking desolate. Let's be real. Don't even get me going. Don't get me going.
I've never watched any of the new trailer because I'll just watch the movie when it comes out. That's all I need to see.
Yeah, I'm not going to go to the theater to see it. The only thing I plan on going to see anytime soon is Let There Be Carnage.
Yes, I still want to get to see Shang-Chi if I can.
Me too, but
I saw that.
Actually,
that was really good.
Wait like 3 weeks. It'll be on Disney Plus.
I know, but all right, gentlemen, I think we need to wrap this bad boy up.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, it's time to go to bed.
Alrighty. So without further ado, I am your not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying adios, Gorehounds.
Daddy's seeing. I'll see you next week, Bill.
Ooh.
This is your Killing Machine Bobby Amon saying, I hope you're ready for a haunted house next week.
Bum-bum.
This is your host with the motherfucking ghost, the newly named Scuba Cabra. See you later, motherfuckers.
And everybody look for haunted houses. The best time of year is here. That's all I got to say.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, dude.
This is Halloween.